सरकार से अलग किया है, उनको निर्णय का अधिकार है, लेकिन भारत की सरकार ने मान्य किया। अन्ना जी ने जो बातें कही, चाहे वो नोटा की हो, चाहे राइट टू रिकॉल की हो, ये सारी बातें भारत सरकार अपनी ओर से सिफारिश करके इलेक्शन कमीशन को भेजेगी और इलेक्शन कमीशन को कहा जाएगा कि इसके ऊपर निर्णय लिया जाए। दोस्तों, आज सही रूप में मैं ये मानता हूं कि अन्ना जी के अनशन की विजय हुई है और अन्ना जी ने जो जो बातें कही, उन सारी बातों पर सकारात्मकता के साथ आज केंद्र की सरकार ने जवाब दिया है। एक अपेक्षा अन्ना जी आपने व्यक्त की है कि आपको वापिस अनशन पर बैठने की आवश्यकता न पड़े। मैं ये मानता हूं कि आज देश में एक ऐसी सरकार है प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के रूप में कि जो भ्रष्टाचार से मुक्त और किसानों के लिए काम करना चाहती है, और इसलिए आपके जैसा व्यक्ति जो इसी प्रकार का काम कर रहा है, इसको वापस अनशन पर न बैठना पड़े, इसलिए जो जो निर्णय है वो शीघ्र यहाँ पर पूरे किए जाएंगे। और मैं ये आपको आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूँ, अन्ना जी, इसके बाद आपको अनशन की आवश्यकता नहीं पड़ेगी। निश्चित रूप से आप रायगढ़ सिद्धि में, महाराष्ट्र में और देश में जो अच्छा कार्य कर रहे हैं, सकारात्मक कार्य कर रहे हैं, उस कार्य को करने के लिए आपको पूरा मौका मिले और आपको आंदोलन न करना पड़े, इसकी जिम्मेदारी हम सब लोग लेंगे। मैं आज के इस मौके पर ईश्वर से इतनी प्रार्थना करता हूँ, 80 की उम्र में 6 दिन का अनशन ये व्यक्ति के शरीर को थोड़ा कम करता है, और इसलिए 7 दिन का अनशन, और इसलिए मैं माननीय अन्ना जी से ये निवेदन करता हूँ कि अब आप थोड़ा आराम भी कीजिए। और मैं कोर कमेटी से निवेदन करता हूँ कि अन्ना जी को मैं जानता हूँ, वो सुनेंगे नहीं, लेकिन आप जबरदस्ती इनकी शारीरिक जांच करा के कुछ दिनों तक इनको थोड़ा आराम वो करे, इस प्रकार की व्यवस्था तो यहाँ पर करिए। और निश्चित रूप से अन्ना जी 80 साल नहीं, अन्ना जी 100 साल जिएंगे, आप उसकी चिंता मत कीजिए। और हमेशा
Well, as Chief Minister Fadnavis there addresses the people who've gathered at the Ramlila Maidan, you can see the other visuals that were playing out on his screens as Anna breaks his fast. It was the Chief Minister who also gave him a glass of juice. Let's go across to Mandar to get you a sense of what is it that Anna Hazare was demanding and what is it now that the government has agreed to give, Mandar?
As we know, 4 major demands were done by Anna Hazare, especially regarding Lokayukta, and there was a reform he was expecting in the electoral reform sector, especially right to recall and right to reject also. Was being stressed by Anna Hazare in his demand. Apart from that, he was also expecting 2 major sections which were not sufficient in a way where, as far as transparency is concerned, when it comes to the Lokayukta bill is concerned. So obviously these 2 demands, out of which the central government has already promised them that they will consider all these 2 demands. Apart from these 2 demands, the major 2 demands were of for the farmers, especially the MSP plus 50%, and the other demand was about the perishable vegetable goods, which is one of the most major concern when it comes to the fluctuation in the pricing for the farmers. So obviously within these 4 demands, in a prescribed time limit of 6 months, the central government has accepted the demands and promised Anna Hazare that they will really consider this demand. The first and foremost important demand was that of MSP. And the details of the MSP pricing, although is not cleared in these promises, as the real demand in the MSP by Anna Hazare has demanded was that of C3 plus 50%. C3 is a costing mechanism of the agricultural crop pricing, and therefore this C3 demand plus 50% is been accepted by the central government or not. That is although not clear, but the central government has clearly told Anna that they will be implementing this MSP plus 50% demand of Anna Hazare. So that's where little ambiguity is still there. But as we know, in Miranao also we have got an exclusive clarification from the Niti Aayog that they are ready to consider the A2 plus AFL plus 50% of the MSP cost mechanism, and that's why whatever the agricultural community, the farmer used to get in the earlier days, they will definitely get something more than what they were getting hitherto. So this is
Mandar,
what
though,
the
very
situation is
quickly for the understanding of our viewers, when you talk about this new formula, what all does it include? Because like you pointed out, there are 4 different levels of calculation for input costs, even for the farmer. Does this include, the cost of the seeds, fertilizers, taking it to the market? What does it mean for the farmer?
Obviously, I mean the way the farm goods has been seen, looked at as in the retail market by people like us who are residing in cities and purchasing all those things. It comes through various levels, and especially when it comes to the costing of that particular crop per quintal, per hectare in a specified area, then there is a mechanism of a complicated costing mechanism is there, which is basically divided into 4 different tiers, and the first tier is obviously considering all the pesticides, seeds, sowing cost. Apart from that, the fertilizer cost as well. Within the next level, which is called as A2 plus FL level, the farm labor is also being considered in that. Apart from the farm labor, the next level, which is having various land rentals or the ownership of the land cost, and apart from that, obviously the various capital cost which is required to grow those crops, including the various equipments, the farm equipments, or otherwise the tractors, or for that matter various equipments which comes as a capital cost, is also should be included into the C3 mechanism, into the C2 mechanism. The C3, which is the last tier, which was demanded by Anna Hazare, includes the managerial cost apart from the labor cost by the farmer. So obviously all these mechanisms are very complicated, and as of now we know that A2 plus FL plus 50% cost is being considered by the Niti Aayog.
Okay, and what will also be crucial is, when does this actually happen? When do they finally make a plan and implement it, and the benefits start going into the farmers? Because every day is making the situation worse for our farmers. Mandar Fanse, thank you so much for joining us on this big story.